Welcome to Civic Entertainment Gossip Television. It's your girl Elizabeth.
And I'm Reggie. I'm here to call a spade a spade.
And your boy Tokes, O'Shea the baddest.
This is your famous Dr. O, Dr. Jugo. I'm here to call a spade a spade. Shout out to my grandbaby O'Shea.
So we're here to call a spade a spade. Today we will be talking about the mistakes that are commonly made in relationships. I know. Everyone talks about relationships, relationship this, relationship that. But today we're going to call a spade and talk about mistakes that are frequently made in relationships. Love relationships to be exact. Are you guys ready to call a spade a spade?
That's why we're here.
Okay, let's roll.
Yeah, ready?
So we're going to start off this topic. Everyone knows relationships. We've all been in one, currently in one, or used to be in one, you know. So for me, I'll call a spade. And I'm not married yet, but one spade I will call out is women. Yes, I'm a woman, but we do make mistakes. And I believe a lot of women don't know how to be approachable. Let's call a spade. You know, we go to lounges, we go to events, and we stand there. You think a man is going to walk up to you if you look angry, right? Some men do say, hey, why can't women come up to us? I don't believe in women approaching men. I feel like it should be the other way because I believe in traditional love. But let's call a spade, fellas. Are women unapproachable in the dating scene? We'll start with you, Joe, because you're still dating. Then we'll get to you, right? Because you're married.
Well, a lot of women are unapproachable. Naturally, men are shy. I know people think men are alpha dogs, men are this, men are that. Men are shy no matter what. So if we want to go into a warm environment. So if a woman has that warm, welcoming presence, you know, our shyness might, deter. We might come, we might say hi, we might say a joke, we might hit them with a compliment. In this day and age, women they like it. They like men give them compliments, but they like to make fun of them behind their back with their friends, saying, "Oh, this guy likes me. This guy wants to see you." I feel bad for the ugly guys, or I feel bad for the short guys, or something like that. Because girls are always picking on them. Me myself, I'm not the most confident guy, but I'll make a joke here and there, and that's how I try to get my women or woman, but yes, it is specifically, I would say, my own people, my own Nigerian women. It's hard to approach them because Nigerian women, they're powerful, they're strong, so
We are.
So it's hard for a man to come in and jokey because they want to cut straight to the business.
Yes, we're very business-minded.
Very business-minded, like,
right.
Okay, are you my husband? Are you this? Are you
serious?
So it's hard for us men to really, approach, especially men that want to, gallivant a little bit before.
Right, but I feel like that rigidity that we put up is to weed out the weak from the strong or from the serious men and people that are here to play.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I would say to women and young women that are dating, women are always saying, hey, I don't get approached. You have to have a level of warmness.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's a smile, look approachable. You don't have to be smiling at a particular man, but you can look approachable, soft.
Mm-hmm.
If you walk past a group of men and you know when someone is acknowledging, you can say hello, wave, say hello, because that's inviting, that kind of opens the door.
Yes.
You don't have to chase the man.
Yeah.
So that, rigidity that we present is not because we want to, but some women are tired. Dr. O, I don't know if you want to speak on that, but
I think I'll let him go first.
you let Reggie go first? Okay,
Well,
Reggie.
just like we said, and even before we came on set, we agreed that a lot of women make themselves unapproachable.
Yes.
A lot of ladies. And you agreed with us when we said that you think that it's high time that ladies begin to make themselves approachable. Like
Yes.
a group of guys are sitting in an event, be it a bar, a wedding, a party or something, and they're looking around. It depends on how approachable your face looks that would make a man walk up to you and talk to you. You can't be keeping a straight face like you're on a board meeting with the CEO of your company and you come on, you're on a social event. There should be something like inviting about you, about your face, something about you that's going to make the man start the conversation.
Yes.
And you went a step further to say that a modern woman, sometimes you see a man and you're even checking the man out before, make like easy the waters for him. Walk past him and say hi to him, smile at him. But that should be the limit with which you should go. You shouldn't be the one doing the chasing, okay? Just do a little bit of that for him to catch the vibes and say, oh, she said help me. That's the open door. I'm going to walk straight in and follow up from there.
Because men do fear rejection.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Women do too.
Who doesn't fear rejection? Everybody fears. It's an emotion that both sexes fear. So nobody wants to be rejected. But it's better for a man to make the move and be rejected than the woman to make the move and be rejected.
True.
Well. You all spoke very well. You know, I think that I purposely let you all speak first,
Absolutely.
so that I can season it up. You know.
Yes, ma'am.
Because the problem that we all facing in this world, whether you are in a relationship as boyfriend and girlfriend, or you are in marriage as husband and wife, is singleness. That's why I said singleness is a prerequisite for a divorce. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's a prerequisite for a divorce, because if people don't want to be single, they don't want to appreciate themselves, they don't want to love themselves, and you're out there going to lounges or going to club or going to everywhere, putting on your nice face, right, nice look, even you smiling all over, letting or gobbling yourself or falling all over a man that love. The man say, oh my God, she's in love with me, and the woman say, oh my God, I've got my husband. Then before you know, the husband, the guy is taking the boy to the parents, and the parents will not see the guy, the cute guy looking all nice and handsome. Oh, God has buttered my bread. This is my son-in-law. I had a dream about this. God just appeared to me before. He's tall, he's handsome, he got some nice beard. This is the man for my daughter. My daughter, you have hit it, you have made it. Without even looking at the deeper root of anything. Yes. Without all these people not really having that time to actually love themselves. Yes. If you don't love yourself, how can you love another? What are you bringing to the table? Just your facial look, your good job, you having a good job, or you having you are tall, you nice, you smell good. I love the smile, I love her. You love it with your waterhead.
Yes, man.
I call it waterhead because that love gets crowded in your face. It's like a banner on your face, you can't see.
That's right.
But your real true love is out there waiting. But if you spend time with God and spend time with yourself, and love yourself, know what are you good at, what are you bad with, you know, and know how to fix not carry your baggages waiting for somebody else to complete you.
Exactly.
Then whether you're in a boyfriend relationship or you're in a married relationship, there's no way that it's not going to work. In America today, 50% of the marriages end up in divorce because there is no respect for singleness. Everybody is so much in a rush.
In a rush, yes.
People have goals. The goals people have in a relationship is wrong.
Yes.
Because you having a relationship doesn't mean it should lead to marriage. And you being single is not a disease.
That's true.
You being single is good for you because you spend time with yourself.
Yes.
You learn about yourself. You look at yourself. You face your problems because we all have baggages. Once you face your problems, then you know, okay, I know when I sleep in the night, I know that I snore. This woman might not like me going home every night. There's a treatment for sleep apnea. There's a treatment. I can fix myself. Or your parents ended up in divorce. The marriages of your parents didn't work.
Right. And
you are working with this head. Oh, my parents didn't work. Mine must work. And you rush into the marriage with your broken heart for your parents being divorced. What is it going to end into? It's going to also end up in divorce.
That's true.
So I think to solve these problems of relationship not working out, marriages not working out, the best way to solve this problem in our community and in the whole people we relate with is to fix ourselves first, to experience singleness.
Very true.
Absolutely.
And when you experience that singleness, you are spending time with God, you are spending time with yourself, you are loving yourself. Nothing wrong with you going to that club. Put your own money in your pocket.
That's right.
Be confident
and
because,
be happy.
Be happy because that's just the problem. Because people come there,
Yes.
oh, I want to, let me pretend. People rehearse.
Exactly.
Rehearse on how to behave in the club.
Just be yourself
And
and
this
be
my
happy.
handsome baba here. This my handsome baba here. We see this girl with all nice colors. You see all my colors. I just all dress. I just go there, sit across my leg. Then I sit at the bar and I order for one glass of wine. As I'm sipping, this guy's like, look at this. Then you just say, oh, this girl, you don't know what is inside. Then you go ahead, you start dating, you start pretending, and one day you say, oh no, this is marriage. You get married, then you start going. Before you know, those things will start to come out.
It's true.
Because all the marriage will be doing for you is exposing
those
all
limits.
those things you were hiding.
Yes.
So you cannot hide inside your body. You got to bring your body out, yourself out first, and see what are your challenges, what are your weak points, what are this. If I bring this to the table, this is going to lead to divorce. I'm not going to be able to see a woman to love me with this my habit. Let me go for counseling. Let me fix myself first.
That's right.
Then when you not do that, when you are ready, you also have your own confidence. You're not afraid of being alone.
Yes.
You also have that confidence that you're not expecting anybody to complete you. You're not expecting anybody to make your purpose known. You have already defined your purpose in life. God will also sense you. You also find somebody too that has also been completed.
And has done their
Because now
work.
it's like a smoke in a room, right?
Yes.
All these people where they do all this smoking thing, you see it goes. Everybody smell the roses, you know. So now let's save this disease that has been attacking a lot of people, which I also happen to be a victim
Yes.
of a divorce.
Yes.
You understand? Not that two people cannot come together. Two people can come
They can,
together,
yes.
but let them experience their singleness.
Yes.
So that people don't come there all having people write, this is what I want in my marriage. The man must be tall, the man must smell good. I want man that goes to the gym, I want six-pack, I want this,
Black
I want a
beards.
black beard, like, you know. Then the man will not come. I want a woman that can make me goosey soup. I want a woman that can make sure that
That's important. That's important.
I know. Yes, that's right. But it's important.
It's important.
But if you don't fix yourself, you could tell
Yes,
the woman,
yes,
oh,
yes.
where is my goosey soup? You didn't make. You know what to make. Oh yeah. Go cook.
So, mommy, oh yes,
That'd be a
all
problem.
your points are valid because I want to reel it back
Yeah.
to call a spade a spade. So your spade,
call a spade a spade,
your
man.
spade you've just called is self-awareness.
Yes.
Absolutely. I was going to
So
say that.
that's in a nutshell.
Yeah, let's
Dr.
call a spade a spade,
Dr.
yo.
O's point of calling a spade is self-awareness, which is very important
Self-love,
because
self-love.
you have to be complete as an individual before you meet someone else. No one should be able to come in and complete you. You need two whole people in a relationship that come together, and then you can add to yourselves. Your strengths might be my weakness, and vice versa, and we build that. That was really good.
Thank you.
Very insightful. So who is calling a spade next? I know we have a lot to say,
Let's call
but
a
because of
spade a spade.
time, I want us to hit valid points and
All right,
and
let
move
me
forward.
let me call a spade. I would continue from where Dr. O just dropped the gauntlet. So
Yes.
her point is this: the most important person in any relationship is you, the
Yes.
man in the mirror. Look at yourself in the mirror. Make sure you work on yourself before you go out to be with somebody else. However, the truth is no human being is complete in itself.
Definitely.
That was the main reason from creation. If you're looking at relationship from a biblical point of view, it was the incompleteness of Adam that made God create Eve. If Adam was complete and there was no need for complementing Adam, there wouldn't have been no Eve. So that was the point of where relationship started. Now, realizing that you are not complete is one first step. Also, working on your incompleteness and finding the person that can match that your incompleteness. That's why there's a yin to a yang.
Correct.
You understand? If you can't, it can't be a yang to a yang. It has to be a yin to a yang, because the yin is curved in a certain way, and the yin has to come in and fit in to make the perfect cycle. You understand? So you just look for that person that your incompleteness is going to complement their own incompleteness, and when you guys come together, then you now make the complete circle. So that's what it is. There's nobody who doesn't have baggages. That's why there's a period of dating before you seal the marriage.
Yes.
Now, in that period of dating
before courtship.
Because
courtship is with the intentions of getting married.
Absolutely.
So two individuals coming together, dating is important, and I feel like you said, Mommy, people skip that part.
Oh yeah.
And they're like, oh, this is my husband, this is my husband, this is it. And everyone's common sense goes out the window. Because, our emotions keeps us in situations that common sense would have removed us from a long time ago. So I'm going to call a spade a spade. When people see red flags in the beginning of a relationship or dating phase, and we overlook those red flags because we're all in a rush, like you mentioned, that is one big mistake that, a lot of people experience in relationships. Red flags are red flags. We try to paint them pink, we try to paint them green, but they're red flags. Anything that you overlook in dating, which you will accept in courtship, and then you eventually get married. Marriage is not a Band-Aid. Because Band-Aids, what happens when you get a cut? You put a Band-Aid on. When you go into the shower, once water hits that Band-Aid for a few minutes, guess what it does? It comes off. And that wound is open. So we have to look at relationships that we try to cultivate in the same manner that, okay, these are red flags. Really address these red flags. Should I even be in this situation? I don't like a man that's insecure. He's showing insecurities. Okay, it's okay. He loves me. No. Insecurities should be deal breakers for you. Stick to what your deal breakers are, right? But we're like, okay, it's okay. Once we get married, he'll know I'm all his and he'll change. They don't change. That's my spade. I'm calling a spade a spade.
Let's call a spade, my dear. One thing I noticed in our, in people, everyone makes such mistakes.
Yes.
We just want to be right all the time. We want to be right all the time, and we think I'm gonna get married. Let really date. I don't have problem with dating. You understand? But one thing you have to know is that no matter how long you date, if you didn't fix your baggages,
that's it.
That not everybody have mistakes. Not that there's no perfect human being. There's no perfect marriage. But we are those things that are so obvious that will lead that marriage to divorce or relationship not working out. It's for people to just come into a relationship with the hope, say, okay, let me really see who this person is.
Right.
Don't have an agenda.
Right.
Having an agenda is the problem. Because once you just have, if this handsome boy just approach you now, the next thing you're going to be thinking, oh, I found a husband. No.
Most people are like that.
Most people, let not go to that route first.
Yes.
Okay, relationship, you do your thing, I do my thing. That is why in this, like I have a son now. I'm always telling him, son, if you don't get married by next year, I'm going to bring a woman to the house. You know what he usually say? He say, Mom, okay, let's see. You understand? He say, Mom, I need to know me first. And that's the guy I told you is the mental health provider, because it's already, he has, through his line of education, he noticed it. And then I was thinking something is wrong. So now I realize that through the grace of God, when God started, I put things in God's hands with my kids. I'm doing different directions now, giving different advices to my kids and to the unmarried ones.
Right.
But the married ones are already stuck, but they can still work on it, not to have a divorce by going for counseling.
Right.
By putting God in their marriage. Because as sad as it may seem, divorce is not easy.
Right.
Divorce is worse than death. Whether you are married or a relationship, in a serious relationship, Because everybody, boyfriend and girlfriend these days, is all serious relationship.
Yes.
Nobody take it like you see in a typical Nigerian environment, the girlfriend will just come and greet your son. The next thing you are telling your son, why did she not go to the kitchen and wash the dishes? Why did she not come and greet me? I used to make that mistake too with my son that have a girlfriend. I said, how can your girlfriend just come to this house, park his car there, and we should just walk and just go meet you without even coming up first to see me? That's a very bad mentality to build in our kids. Because that is not good. Because that mentality is not good, because you got to be in a relationship, be in a singleness, get yourself together, know what fix yourself, love yourself, take yourself out to a dinner, and go to the beach by yourself. Learn to do things on your own by yourself. Okay, before you can say, oh, let me take my girlfriend or take my boyfriend. Because if everything, whether you are in a relationship or in a marriage, if a divorce or separation happens, it's a wound that never gets healed.
That's true.
Do you know a divorce with a spouse is worse than a death of a spouse? Listen to that very well. A divorce of a spouse is worse than the death of a spouse. So that would be a topic of its own.
All right.
But the only little thing I will just share there so that people don't go crazy.
Yeah.
Don't misunderstand me. Thank you. When you divorce, it's like you take a paper, right? The paper just you split it. When a spouse dies, a spouse will go through, whether it's a sudden death or anything, there's a closure.
Yes.
Because you are able to have that fulfillment, you are able to bury him, bury her. You go there, you can put flower, you lay him to rest or lay her to rest. You can still visit there periodically. You are still connected.
Yeah.
That is an end. But a divorce is like you take a scissors. You take your hand, just take a paper and go. When you take a paper, a hand and rip a paper, it doesn't go in a line.
Yes.
But when you take a scissors and cut straight, that is a death. But the one you just cut, so many scars, so many brokenness. Because in your lifetime, if somebody even mentioned the person's name, the man name or the woman name,
back to that point of pain.
so you're always going through this resurrection.
And it's not a beautiful resurrection.
No, and the death, there's no
closure to it.
No.
There's no laying to rest, like you said.
It's always that anger that you can even take it to your next marriage. People ask me, they say, Dr. Dugu, your husband left you 12 years ago and you still single. Even my family, they bossing me to come to Nigeria and get married. People come to my club to say, oh, they present themselves to come and marry. I say, hey, listen, I just went through a very painful situation. I'm not going to do that. I went through now I'm enjoying my singleness. Because when I do decide if I want to get married, it's going to be a good one.
At your convenience.
Yes, if I want to.
If you want it.
Because everything I need,
because you've healed, you've done the homework.
It's with me.
So you're ready.
Through this process of me trying to develop and discover myself, I feel there's more to give to my community, to people springing up, people that are not. If you are not married and you are listening to this, congratulations. Even if you are engaged and you're not married yet, even if you are engaged, the man tell you heaven and earth, you are still single. So congratulations to you. And thanks to this wonderful platform that allows us to talk about this. So make sure you follow us. Yeah. Because this topic is a long topic.
Yes, it is.
We're going to be talking about different things and how to, at the end, none of you will end up like me in terms of going into marriage.
Amen. There's something very beautiful.
America, here I come.
There's something very beautiful I got from her when she talked about differentiating a divorce and death.
And death.
That is a very good. She has actually called a spade as in directly, and the truth is this. Okay, we've gone to the extreme. We talked about the dating, then we've
tried
now
to
talked to
build
the
up.
extreme.
Yes.
Now, let's say the marriage is going on.
Yes.
These are the things we're talking about, the mistakes that we shouldn't make. Once again, I'm going to come from the biblical points, okay? I want to always come from the words of the Bible. Because marriage in itself was constituted by God. So talking about it from a biblical point of view, I want to put everything together for a man. The Bible says, love your wife. In the book of Ephesians, it says, love your wife the same way Christ loves the church. The basic thing, every other thing you should be doing to your wife should be centered around love. And on the other side, the Bible, for the wife, the Bible says, honor your husband. Some versions say honor, some say respect. Some says there are different version words that you use, but I'm sure we all know what honoring and respect is. That is the responsibility that the Bible has said the wife should do to the man.
That's right.
Respect your husband. Whatever you do, whether you're feeding him, you're doing this, you're talking to him, there should be honor. Honor should be, he should be able to see that there is honor. This woman has honor for her husband. Because for a man, there is nothing as important to a man than honor. You take the honor of a man away, the respect of a man, you've killed that man. So at the point where you begin to talk to your husband with disrespect.
Keyword husband.
Oh yeah, keyword husband. You begin to treat him with disrespect, with dishonor. My dear, at that point,
you've lost him.
You are beginning to make one of the greatest mistakes. And I'm not just putting it one-sided. For the man too, the moment you begin not to treat your wife with love, and her love language could be different. She wants you to come home, buy her a rose on your way home from work, like say things to her and do all that. It is all covered under love. So just continue to do whatever you do with love, and for the wife to continue to do whatever you do with respect and honor unto the man. And those are just two basic mistakes that I want to point out and say on both sides should never be made.
That's true.
You go first.
Let's call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
I'm not married yet, but I do have great examples around me. When people get into marriage or relationships, they get comfortable. That thing that attracted that man to you, and that thing that attracted that woman to you, should still be in place. Let's call a spade a spade.
Absolutely.
Your thoughts?
Well, I'm not married yet either. I'm a very simple man, so honestly, when I get married, all I'm looking for is a God-fearing woman. Yeah. She needs to be able to cook. Yeah, she needs to be able to cook. For sure. If she wants me to be happy. Happy husband, happy life.
Yeah.
Happy husband, happy life. So, God-fearing, she needs to be able to cook, and she needs to be attractive. I will love her. Like the Bible says, I will love my wife.
But keyword needs to be attractive, right?
Attractive, yes.
Men expect that from women, but we also expect for a man to keep himself as well.
I'll keep going to the gym.
I know men are moved by physical things,
Amen.
But women too.
Yes.
You know, women, we look deeper because we look for substance, but we also want to turn around at the end of the day and look at our husband in bed and be like, he's so fine. How can I be mad at him?
Yes.
I want that.
Yes.
Do you get me?
Yes.
So that thing that attracted you to one another, I feel like should still be in a marriage. Like I said, marriage is for the long haul. It's not today, you're here today, gone tomorrow. Keep it spicy. And those are mistakes that I've heard over and over. When I married her, she didn't have all this stuff. She's not calling it baby fat, but your child is 20. Mommy, it's not baby fat anymore. Like, we get comfortable. But that's human nature. Men too. All that about you've eaten, your stomach is not protruding. You can't fit anything. I'm still going to love you, but I still want you to be alive for a long time for me, if not for yourself.
That's very important.
Let's call a spade a spade.
Call a spade a spade.
Really, let's call this spade a spade because it's like you are not. I can't say you are missing. You are missing the ice on the cake.
Okay, give us
all you all have been doing since is baking this cake. The cake is smelling good. It's all fluffy and nice, ready to eat.
Beautiful, yeah.
But the ice that will make the cake complete has not been said.
Right.
Do you know women are the most easiest humans on earth?
I believe so. Excuse
that
me.
exists. Let me tell you.
Yes.
Do you know the mistake that men makes or people make in their marriages?
Tell us. Doctor.
Because, like I tell my kids, I say, hey, listen. When my kids were still little, if you come to me and complain about your wife, I will not listen to you. Because for you to have a complaint about your wife, you must be doing something wrong. Because we women, really, we are flowers. You know, when you see how, when I'm talking about, you see how I'm popping my shoulders.
It's the truth.
Because we are flowers, we are beautiful. We are beautiful angels that God has put on this earth.
Preach.
Because God did not create women to come and be slaves to men.
Absolutely.
People misunderstand. People always misunderstand the Adam and Eve situation.
Yes, they do.
When God created Adam was first of all single, dabbling, building himself up. Then God now look at him. You can imagine the whole ribs in your whole body.
Everything. Yeah.
God said, I know when this man sleep at night, I want his body to be warm, right? I want him to have that
companionship,
that man, like your pocketbook, a handbag.
Yes.
So he created a woman.
Yes.
Then he now took one rib of Adam to create Eve, right? So now, but the problem we have now with our men, they want these women, this one rib, to not do the whole thing that goes on in the house. You see, the woman will go to work, he will come back, take care of the kids, cook dinner for the husband sit there and just relax and watch TV and go through internet to see which of the social media they are showing nakedness to be watching. Excuse me, hello. Are you hearing this calling a spade a spade?
Okay, yes. You call the spade a spade. And to round what you're saying, to summarize everything you're saying, a woman was created to be a man's helpmate. Number one, a man is supposed to be a provider. That's what a man is. The issues in marriages, once again, I'll make this disclaimer, I'm not married yet, but I do have great examples around me. God created a man to be the head of a house. The woman is the neck. So therefore, where a neck turns, that's where the head goes. Women, yes, we're flowers, we're delicate, but we're also powerful. God did not create us to play the role of a man. The role of a man is a role of a man. The role of a woman, a man can't play either. Okay? Women are not supposed to do everything. A man is the main provider. A woman is a helpmate. She came out of the rib. You will be the bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. That's it. To summarize everything you said, because you hit some key points.
Oh, yeah.
Not all marriages are like that, but there are marriages that are like that, and it's wrong. Because a man was created to be a provider. You're the head of the household. The roof, right? You're the head. It's like you cover your house.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
A woman is not supposed to she's not supposed to be running helter skelter.
Oh, no.
And you're sitting there crossing your leg. It's wrong.
Yeah.
That's irresponsibility.
Let's call a spade a spade.
Let's call a spade a
To
spade.
solve these problems we are talking about, there's no other. You see me on the road tomorrow, don't greet me. Worst come to worst, when I come here next night, I'll get another guy to follow me. Because they will know the time we're talking about this. So let's wait for her in the parking lot. Let me tell you right now, I'm not against men, no, don't get me wrong.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Men, I always, you know how I treat my boys. I have 3 boys. I treat them like my king. I call them my king, my prince, oh yes, my lord, my this. So my son, one of my children asked me, Mom, why do you always call us your king, your lord, your this? I said, listen, the way I treat you, when you finally have a woman, the way I treat you, that is the way the woman will treat you. Then the way you treat me, that is the way the man, you will also treat your wife.
That's true.
I said, you know, there's a reason why this whoever did it during marriage, the white wedding, they will say the groom should dance with the mother, then the bride should dance with the father. because the father is supposed to teach the daughter how she should be loved.
Yes.
And the mother is supposed to teach the son how to be treated and how to love back. Because when you have all these principles, it still boil down to the same story. Without this problem not being addressed, whether you love each other from heaven to tomorrow, that marriage, everything I'm saying is not 100% people.
Absolutely.
People, not all men treat their wife like a slave. Because that is why vivid research proved that in America here, there are 50% of divorce rate in marriages. Marriages that goes on every day, I love you, I do, yes I do. 15% of those marriages will go.
Yeah.
And the whole world is crazy because we having these marriages end up with like 3 children, 2 children, 4 children. Before you know, it's
and
going.
It's a cycle.
The pain goes from generation to generation.
Yes.
Because these people are not fixed.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Me, my children went through a whole lot. I packaged my kids very well. People ask me why you don't. Not that I don't feel like a woman. Not that I don't want to enjoy with a man. I decided to close my legs for years because one, I want to respect myself in this community.
Absolutely.
I want to respect my children. I want to respect people that talk to me, that are close to me. You can match anywhere. Like one of my relatives always tell me, people always say, oh, Mama Hollywood, always do this. I say, my dear brother, the only way you will be ashamed to go anywhere when they talk about me, people are telling you, say, Mama Hollywood, I'll see her front, I'll see her back. That is the only way. Other than that, I'm good. Because I use other things to compensate myself. What do I use to compensate myself in that demand is to exercise. Don't be depending on a woman to come where I don't marry her now. So by the time she bring her income, I bring my income, we join the income together. If the woman can say no, wahala has arrived. There are ways you can get. If you really treat that woman right, that woman will not even know. I love you, baby. Baby, did you see my paycheck? Take it to.
That's how it actually
That's where people handle things in a very wrong way. When you pamper a woman, when I say flower, doesn't mean the woman is not strong. Women are the source of happiness in a home. A happy home is a happy woman.
Period.
Once you know that the only thing that will make you happy on this earth, that will make your marriage live long on this earth, is to love my wife dearly. I tell my brothers, even if you have to cheat on your wife, make sure your wife is getting everything. And once your wife, you put your wife first on your list, even if you got to see your friends, say, hey girl, you look beautiful. Make sure your wife is happy at home.
There's nothing you're depriving her of.
Once you call, say, hey baby, oh yes babe, how you doing? Not like some people will see their wife calling, what is this useless woman calling me again?
That's the extreme.
That's where the problem comes for a woman. When you see women blow up, women are fat, and this, that. It's not their fault. It's because of the way the man have put them, the situation the man have put them.
And it's messed with their self-esteem.
And it's messed with their self-esteem. And before you know, they start to eat. They keep eating and eating and eating without burning the calories. Before you know, no matter how you diet, if you know burning your calories, you're not going to lose weight. You understand what I'm saying? So let me tell you something. And you're not going to lose weight. And you're not going to be healthy. So if you eat and you remove the calories, step down your calories, which is my program coming up with our Bogo here. So which I know you all will be part of.
Absolutely.
We're going to package it well and into the world, to the universe, to complete it. So please, to round up my whole vision of this matter on the table, to call a spade.
Yes.
Men, for the marriage that are already happening, like you now, your wife, all she wants is happiness. I know you'll be married for 9 years, you said, right? That is good. Things start to fall apart when don't they reach 15 years. Don't they go like that? The man will want to say, oh, and when men handles money, when money reach men and they go crazy, thinking that, oh no, I'm not going to, this woman, that the next thing they are thinking about, how many girlfriends can I see outside?
My God. I need small money now for enjoyment.
You need, once you love your wife, you give men that are successful with money are the men that they made money. If they are cheating on their wife, they are also taking care of their wives.
Of course.
God will always bless such men. But if you call your wife at home garbage, and you go outside, you lavish money on other people, you coming home is trouble. Even if the woman is so dumb enough to give you trouble, God will give you turbulence trouble. Before you know, divorce. Divorce is painful because a soul has been cut. Very, very drastic cut. Because when you get married, you mellow. You see, when you love each other, even me with this, my brother, we would not love. Me touching me, there's this heat that transfers.
Yes.
So that this warmness, the heart has been connected, the soul has been connected. Now, at the end of the day, this whole thing come up and the whole thing go.
Split.
The souls has been shattered. Blood is going haywire in the body. No matter how the man will say he's strong, he's also going through torment.
Of course. Yes.
So why not let all of us avoid all these problems at the beginning? Either you are already married, you can use these principles, apply it to your marriage. I'm calling a spade though.
Absolutely. That's what
you
we're
should.
doing.
Or you are single, take a deep breath and look back
Take it.
and know that you are still single, but you should live a single life. Don't be proposing marriages yet. Even if you propose marriage already, tell your girl, hold on, babe, let's take a break. If you have things to fix within yourself, fix it.
Before getting into a relationship.
Let him also go. Let her also go fix herself. When these things are happen, you will see how that beautiful marriage will be. When I marry again in my life, if I decide to marry again, that marriage going to be an example marriage to everybody. Because I know how to show love. I so much have love that my family, they call me Doctor of Love. I have so much love, I have so much passion. That is why you see when people come to my Sport Hollywood Blue Ribbon at my club, lounge, I'm very happy, I'm excited. You see an old woman dancing azoto because it gives
you joy to be around people, celebrate,
people,
see marriage, absolutely.
Today for the married men, my message to you married men is starting today. Try to experience the spirit of singleness within you and think of what are you doing wrong to this woman that is making my wife act this way. She used to be sweet. She used to be skinny. She used to be this. What is going on? What am I doing wrong? Pause and say, okay, let me work on this. Then for the woman, look at your husband. See what am I really? What am I doing wrong? What is going on? What is missing? And try to fix it. And women are so easy to handle.
Yes. Yeah.
If you use this my marrow, use this my own
formula.
my own formula, you will never have any mistake. You will be a happy man outside. I will be a happy man inside. I used to tell everybody, I'll say, you know how I can recognize a man that is not taking care of the wife. Do you know how I know? No matter how that man think is wearing Gucci or wearing a Versace and all, when he comes out, there will be a great difference.
Yes.
Because a man that is settled at home, a man that know how to package the wife, a man that show the wife that respect, a man that treat the wife as a law, as his law. When that man comes out,
there's a confidence.
You
and
see
he's well fed.
He's well
he grows
fed.
differently.
He knows how
His beard has
He's
grown.
not going to go
His
to a
beard
place
has-
and be trying to finish a whole bottle of Glenfiddich because he's going to go home to the wife. The wife going to complete him. So let's experience singleness, people. When you experience that singleness, whether you are married or you are single, fix yourself. Singleness means in the long share. Because the prerequisite, I told you earlier, the prerequisite for for a divorce is singleness.
Yeah.
And the prerequisite for a good marriage is singleness. So when you single yourself to feel in singleness, what are we doing? Singleness, it doesn't mean you are alone, but you are alone.
Yes.
So you can now build yourself, you love God. God is always number one. And remember that when your mother gave birth to you, you came here alone. Nobody came here with you. You get to the process of getting marriage alone. So don't be hungry for marriage. Don't let that be the first thought when you meet a woman or you meet a man. Fix yourself and go through that process of singleness. Then after that, you now begin to love yourself and appreciate yourself more. So with that, you now have a lot to give to your marriage. You have a lot to give to your spouse. You have that self-fulfillment. You have that confidence to carry your family along.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank
and that
you
is my
so
take on
much.
it.
Have we called a spade today?
Yes, we have.
Because this is
Absolutely.
a lot.
And we
A
cannot
lot
address
of
this topic
takeaway.
for that. This is going to be a series. We're going
This
to build
has
on it.
definitely has to be a
Absolutely.
series.
We're going to build on it.
Well,
Are you
I
all
just
ready
wanna
for
thank-
that?
Oh yeah.
We're ready.
You gotta call it spade
We
a
gotta
spade.
call a spade a spade. Thank you all for calling a spade today. We have definitely called out most of the spades, but this is to be continued. And for me, my key takeaway is self-awareness. In order to start your journey in any relationship, you have to be one with self. Thank you, and that's me calling my spade a spade.
We've been successfully calling a spade for the past while that we've been having this conversation. My takeaway will be this. The man in the mirror is the most important in any relationship. Just make sure you build the man in the mirror, okay? Look at yourself. Make sure you're not taking any garbage of yours into whatever relationship it is. And spend more time planning your marriage than planning the wedding. That's a huge mistake youths of this generation make. They spend the wedding ceremony, which is just highest a 2 days event. They spend more time planning that than planning the married life, which is supposed to be an eternity. So spend more time developing yourself and planning your married life than the wedding ceremony.
Very good. I like that. So we all just called a spade today, and I hope you are happy with my overview on this issue. I'm just calling a spade. Don't take it personal. I just want you all to really know that my take-home message for you is prerequisite for divorce is singleness. And for you to have a successful marriage, you have to go through the process of singleness. Because in singleness, you are able to spend time with God, spend time with yourself. You love yourself enough to love another. Because what you have is what you give. You cannot give what you don't have. Some people don't just know how to love. You cannot force it. So try to develop yourself. God bless you, and I love you all. Dr. O.
My spade is I'm not ready for marriage yet.
Thank you.
I will take my time. I will find myself before I find my wife. But when I do find my wife, she needs to be able to cook. Egusi specifically. Clean. We'll both clean. We'll figure it out. And she needs to be able to fear God. I need a God-fearing woman.
That's right.
That is my spade.
That's very good.
Thank you all so much for joining us today, and thank you for watching. To our viewers, we see you. Thank you for watching Civic Entertainment Gossip Television. Until next time.
I see you.